All right. Welcome, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Beautiful Wednesday here in California. Very excited to have this guest on. I'm always excited to have this guest on. We are blessed to have him in our lives. Beautiful man. Very passionate about his story and stuff like that. So we love hearing it. We won't go that in depth today, but I do want to welcome Mr. Jon Majak to the program here.
Grateful to be here, dude. I'm always amazing spending time with you. Always.
Thank you, brother. Jon, what's going on? You have like an orange light going on or something? Or
Hey,
orange glow? What's going on? Hey,
stop, man, stop. I'm trying to mess with this. Of course you would tease me right now while it's game time. Yeah,
I knew it was bothering you, so I was like,
yeah.
I have to throw it out there. Why not?
It's the reflection from Palm Beach Island where Donald Trump's at. It's hitting me right now. So,
you look great. You look great.
Thanks, bro.
As always. So, Johnny, what's going on with you, brother? How you been? Are things going good? Everything good with the family and everything?
Everything's going awesome, man. This has been a great year. Lots of amazing breakthroughs, lots of challenges, but it's like that's life. And when it's all said and done, it's been one heck of a breakthrough year for me. So
that's great. It seems like that's always it's always a conversation with you. There's always a breakthrough, which is great. I mean, you're just continuously breaking through walls and crashing through them and doing new things and building new things. And it's pretty amazing.
I'm just trying. It's in my heart, in my DNA to push. Just to, I've been telling people this for the longest time that I think the devil's best tool is making you comfortable and making you afraid, because I know that's what he's trying to do. I'm like, you're not going to catch me slipping, sleeping, and staying in bed, and you're not going to put fear in me. So without that, man, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, I love that. And it brings up like courage and stuff. That's a lot of people don't have the courage to do it. And I'm reading a book right now, and they're really pushing first step. Don't try to, reinvent the wheel. Don't try to change the world across the board. Start with the first step, changing one person at a time type thing. So it's really powerful.
That's right.
Yeah. So, and I think you're tackling that. I love it with the line in the background. God, man, it's just, you're ready to jump through this screen and roar. I love it.
You know it. Thanks, man.
Cool. Well, let's talk about, you've been at CLIPA Con. You're our keynote speaker year after year. You've blessed us with that. Let's talk a little bit about what we can expect this year when people come out. It's always something powerful. It's always a great message, and people are, have an opportunity to come see you. They should take advantage of that.
So this year is going to be different than any year before. All right. So I think we're at this season in life where there's always like a lot of the same people coming to stage and delivering the same message and dropping the same stuff. And like, I want to shake that up completely, because my whole life has been shaken up completely. Like, I've been through a lot of stuff, overcome a lot of stuff, been stuck at times. But honestly, Matt, over the last, I want to say 6 months or so, I've locked into something that's completely changed my trajectory of life. And I will be giving everybody at CLIPA Con those tools that are helping me see this whole next level. And I actually thought I was performing at a high level before, but in hindsight, it's just like I was playing in good. Yeah. And you're not meant for good, man. You're meant for great. You're meant for excellence. So like, that's where I plan on living on stage at CLIPA Con.
Yeah, I was waiting for that word, because I was like, only description. He's getting there. He's climbing. There it is. Excellence.
It's up there, man. It's up there.
That's what I see with Johnny. So, man, that's powerful. I love that. Can't wait to see what we got going on. And let's talk a little bit personal, if you don't mind me getting personal. You're a Christian man. You follow God and all that stuff. Is that part of your trajectory? Is that something that's kind of changed your way? I know you're always been involved, but maybe that's something that came to light recently.
So I can tell you that over the last, few months. So I started this journey of breaking through to the next level 6 months or so ago, but I fell a couple times, and I just was starting to dial in why. And then it hit me like crazy. And to answer your question, in the Bible, it doesn't talk about waking up and checking Facebook. It doesn't talk about waking up and going on and exercising. It doesn't say any of that. It's very clear what it says. It says, wake up and seek God first. Like when Jesus woke up and he did his thing every single day of his life, he spent time intimately with God. And I think once I stopped thinking about what's next and what that blueprint looks like, and I went back to what the actual blueprint was, I realized that, dude, it all starts with that. It all starts with that. Wake up and seek first, and watch the day become so blessed.
Yeah. That's great, man. I feel like we can just take this recording and put it up at CLIPA Con and we're good.
We might have to. We might have to. I'm telling you, man, like I can't wait to share what I've come across over the last year or so, man. It's been wild, and it's special. It's really special.
Well, I'm truly excited to see what's going on, what's brewing inside. I don't even know. I mean, this is
you usually know too. I usually tell you. This time I have to be like, I'm saving it.
Be kind of coy about this.
Yeah, I gotta save it, man. I gotta save it.
Love it. Well, beyond that, beyond what you're doing, the speaking and all that fun stuff, you've got a little company called Mr. Pipeline, and that's trying to be funny, Mr. Small, blah, blah, whatever. It's not a play on words.
No, it's good. I get
anyway,
it.
You get the point. Tell us a little bit about Mr. Pipeline. What do they offer? You're going to be there. We appreciate your support in CLIPA Con year after year. You guys have been there for us. And we try to reciprocate as much as possible, helping you guys out. And we actually use you guys, which is great. Not actually, we use you guys. And you do a phenomenal job. Your staff is amazing. So in the past, I haven't had that, I haven't been able to say that because we were with another company at the time. And finally, it got pointing me to the right direction, and we got with Mr. Pipeline. So here we are. And you guys you're killing it, so those people that are out there, gosh, I keep seeing CLIPA Con everywhere. That's you guys. So tell us a little bit about Mr. Pipeline and what you guys have to offer.
So Mr. Pipeline's all about ringing that bell, at the end of the day, it's making as much damn noise as possible. And there's a lot of digital marketing companies out there, a lot do lead gen, a lot get you do SEO. Like the thing is there's home service marketing companies, and then there's somebody who operated several in their lifetime and actually apply these strategies, not just blowing smoke and mirrors. Like this is what I do. I actually own home service companies now, and everything for Pipeline is plug and play for my other businesses. And it's like, because I know what works. And when you come on the Mr. Pipeline family, like you're not going to be fluffed or gassed or oversold or upselled, or it's literally like, we're going to tell you what you need. You might be great in some areas, and like we don't touch that, but there might be room for improvement where we go in on. And the name of the game is generating leads. It's ranking you online. Now we're playing with like automations and AI and a lot of innovations, like innovative things. So it's exciting. But at the end of the day, the name of the game is building you a really cool brand that dominates in your local market.
Yeah, that's great. So let's talk a little bit about AI. You mentioned that. How much of a play is that coming into? I know it's a huge factor in our business. We use it a lot for certain things. How much of a play is that coming in with you? Because it's evolving. I mean, what Google was trying to get up in the search engines 10 years ago, 15 years ago, every year it's something different. You've got to stay top of mind. You've got to be up in the game with Google and understand what are the algorithms and things like that. How much it's AI, is it helping you guys? And it's not just going on ChatGPT and be like, hey, build me a marketing tool or something like that. It ain't that simple. So talk about that a little bit, how you guys are incorporating that in your business.
So AI is it's the future. It's something when it came out, I remember thinking the same thing. Everybody's going to try it. They're going to think it's a new shiny object. And in a lot of ways it is, but there's also, and you can build your images and do, silly stuff on AI. That's fine. That's for the average person who's not really in the business world. However, there are really great tools that people can leverage. Like perfect example is I started Pipeline 13 years ago in October, and we spent, I want to say 12 years trying to figure out how to create incredible content for our clients. They either had it or they didn't. We had to go out and film it, or we didn't. Like it was always that gap. AI can spin things up for you and bridge that gap quick for us. And it may not be your exact images, but boy, does it solve that need for Mrs. Jones. And then there's all sorts of video AI and automations. And I mean, you name it, it's out there. And I always say to people, like, especially owning a marketing agency, that it's one of those things. Like, AI is coming after digital, and then they're going to go after a lot of technical based stuff. I'm sorry, like hands-on stuff.
Yeah.
But the reality is, I think at the end of the day, for Mr. Pipeline, where it comes is it adds so much value. So it collapses time for like keyword research. It helps find gaps in rankings that a human couldn't find.
Yeah.
It helps forecast. Like, it does so much for our team to make us better.
Mm-hmm.
So in the beginning, my team was like nervous about it, rightfully so. But once they open their eyes and see how much it could collapse time, expedite growth, and create so much more value for the client, it was like, it's a no-brainer. So we have AI across the board serving us.
Yeah, no, I love that. And a lot of the stuff that people are using it for, whatever posts and things like that, it's important that the message is there. AI, it's just like writing a book. There's editors involved in it. The people didn't edit that book themselves. You got to have somebody that comes in and makes it, readable and
except for me. So except for me, I'm only nut job that actually did the logo, did the front of Ring the Bell.
Yeah.
That actually copy edited it. I did it all.
That's it.
My man. That's what it is. I did it all, man. That's why I lost years of my life. But
there it is.
Yeah.
Look at that. Beautiful. I love it.
Thank you, bro.
You guys can pick up a copy of this. Go to Amazon if you want. Ring the Bell. This is Johnny's book that he wrote. It's beautiful. There's a lot of good stuff in here, a lot of good content. Highly recommend. I'm sure you'll have an offer at the CLIPA Con, maybe.
You know it.
That's a special offer there too. Attendees, like, hey, get your book.
That's it.
Free shipping if you order on Amazon or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
You'll figure out something.
Man, for CLIPA, it's family. It's like, if you want the book, you got the book. This is not it's not a money grab or any of that stuff for me. Mm-hmm. For me, it's about service, helping. And I believe that there's I wrote the book when I had 25 years of home service experience. Like, I wish somebody gave me that and said, don't even think about anything but applying this stuff. It's game over once you do.
Yeah. And that really about you resonates with me a lot, is hearing your story of grind. And this wasn't handed on a silver platter to you. Nothing you've done, nothing you've been given, you're doing today is handed to you. You grinded, and your story starts out as a little kid, age, I don't remember what it was, like 14 or something like that, maybe earlier, where you were out there, grinding and door to door, and you started these businesses. Talk a little bit about that inspiration. I know you've done some, you've hit some speed bumps in the, throughout the time and stuff like that, but what were you doing as a kid, that you were grinding? I mean, were you forced into it? What's, you don't have to go too deep into the story, but I know the story, but I'm trying to get the viewers here
to understand.
Grasp and understand.
Yeah, guys. So like, if you haven't heard my story, it's really insane. Unfortunately, it's one of the craziest ones I know. I don't wear that as a badge of honor. I wear it. I just say it is what it is. And it's coming from a place where humble beginnings is an understatement. I fought for everything. You name it, I had to go get it. I can't even remember one time somebody ever gave me anything that changed the trajectory of my life. And I remember thinking, like, if I didn't have the right friends, or I couldn't make the right relationships when I was younger, I remember having that mindset shift. You know what? Fuck it. I got to build my own table. People are going to come my way. And if they don't want to come my way, that's okay. I didn't chase, I attracted, and then like the same thing with where I was at in school. I couldn't figure out how to get ahead. I had constant struggles and just processing issues. And I mean, you name it. But eventually I just stuck to it, and I never stopped until eventually I started getting a D. Till one day I stayed up all night and worked my way towards a C-. Like, everything was working one step at a time. Yeah. And when I was a kid in business, like, the only reason I got into business is because I didn't want to struggle anymore. I was tired of it. So I was cutting grass at 11 years old, 12 years old. And that led, at $20 cuts, begging people to give me a shot. And that led me to a pressure washing business. Years later of that, it led me to a painting business. And I just constantly told myself, like, growth is the game. And that's really how it got me here today. Those little small steps stacked over 25, 30 years, give or take. It's like, it's not the overnight success is the 30-year grind. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. And, it's it's never being complacent, man. It's like
Yeah.
how we started talking in the beginning. Never being satisfied with where you're at. Doesn't mean you can't love every minute and appreciate every minute of your life, because it really every day is a gift.
Yeah.
But man, when your time is up, it's like, did you really make it happen or not? And that's what motivates me at the very end. Like, did I really do it? And my wife looked at me the other day. You would laugh, man, but we were laying down, about to go to bed. Somebody texted her about something I did, and she looks at me. She goes, "You know what?" She goes, when you put your head on, when your life is over, like, God's going to laugh. Like, Jesus is going to laugh at you. Like, like, you really answered it. And like, I was just dying inside, because I'm like, that's what I'm trying to do.
He does have a sense of humor. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to max this game out before it's over.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. And I'll tell you right now, and I thank you for this. The trajectory of my life has really shifted in the last 8 months or so. We're kind of on the same path, similar paths, which is pretty cool. When you had your talk, and I'm just going to go into this real quick. You had your talk at the Gutter Summit, and you were up there and you took out this tape measure, this cloth tape measure, and it was pretty long. It was like, wow, okay, this is pretty long. This is your life. And you started cutting away. And you actually, I think you said at age 50, if you're 50, which I'm 50, and you cut that thing down, and it ended up being like this long.
Yeah.
And to me, you said the average man lives till 75 and women are 78.
Yep.
I think those numbers are somewhere in that ballpark. And this is how much life you have left. Have you made a difference? That was powerful. I mean, that was huge for me. And that put a trajectory of my life on a huge path. And just to let you know, I didn't drink for, and that's one of my demons, is drinking. And I'm not, I don't feel like an alcoholic, but I didn't drink for, I think it was 90 something days after that. And that was you. There was a series of events, but that was your talk. And I thank you for that. It was inspirational, and it was really cool. I tell people all the time the story. Yeah, I was watching Jon Majak, and he cut this thing and just got it down. It was like this much, and that's your life. That's how much you have left. And I'm like, I'm up,
yeah. Thank you,
thank you for that. So that was amazing.
I appreciate you sharing that. It's and you know what? You're at the end of the day, like, you're lucky at the end. Even if that's the craziest part about life, if you was 100 centimeters, 100 inches, and you're 40 and 30 are gone. Yeah. And the average person lives to 70, 75 or whatever, cut that out. And you're sitting there with like 25 years of life. Like, you're still not promised that.
Yeah.
What's your family history? What's your stress level? What's all the shit you do every day? It's like, dude, you're lucky to have another millimeter. So yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah. And I posted something the other day, 49 days. And that was a message I put out there, because I started thinking about it. In 49 days, what that means is that was how many days my dad had to spend with me before he was taken from us. So that was my story. I always think about it all the time. I'm like, man, he just had, he only had so much, time with me, limited time. 49 days is what he had. So I guess the message is just make sure you soak up every moment. You love people and treat people the way you want to be treated. Love your neighbor, right?
That's right.
There's something out there that says love thy neighbor, right?
It's something out there like that, but that's you, man. That's the definition of you. That's what it is. Like, anybody that knows you knows that you genuinely care about people. When you want to see them win, succeed, do whatever it takes. And it's my brother right there. Like, I'm grateful to be here with you, man, and spreading that message.
Yeah, love it. Well, John, I completely forgot we were like doing an interview. So, I mean, we could probably, if we would have been here for another 3 hours, like, oh yeah, so tell me about that. Tell me about that.
It's true.
But people have lives outside of watching CLIPA and Jon Majak. But wow, look at that, Jacob. Thanks for popping in there, Jacob. Appreciate
there
that.
He is.
John, I thank you for so much. Actually, we're not going to part ways. I've got more questions for you. This is the question I ask everybody that comes on here, personally and professionally.
Yep.
What is John doing in 2025 to level up?
Whew, man, that's a deep answer. I plan on unpacking that at CLIPA Con, like a lot. But in terms of, I'll tell you right now, the hint is on the personal level is I miss no days. There's no excuses. It starts with one day after the next. Yeah. And that small shift, I can only imagine how my life's going to be January of 26. That I can tell you. Yeah. I just have this massive goal, and I know I'm going to hit it. I'm not even questioning if I'm going to hit it. It's the wildest thing. I've never felt like that before.
I love it.
And then on from a professional goal, like businesses are doing well, and I feel very blessed. But right now, my main professional goal is this. It's this. It's a nonprofit that I started, and it's called Fearless Track Club Foundation. It's my son, Camden, he struggles in a lot of ways, and it all came by trying to create a safe place for him to thrive. Basketball wasn't his thing, soccer wasn't his thing, baseball wasn't his thing, but the commonality was like the boy has wheels. He likes to run. And there's nothing like this around here. I'm like, I don't even know anything about track. I know nothing. Yeah. But I do know that when you do run, you got to be mentally tough. You have to have leadership skills. You have to have a do hard things mindset, and you have to focus on winning.
Yeah.
And once I realized that all of those things coincide with what I do in life and business, I'm like, you know what? Let's just let's create something. Yeah. And here we are, dude. Like, we had tonight's our last night of our first inaugural season. Massive success. Waiting list, like fall season's already almost sold out. Dude, so much bigger than me. And it's somehow translated into a gift on God's behalf and these children. Because this is a nonprofit. Nobody's getting money out of this. If I can raise funds and grow this thing, awesome. But ultimately, it's going to be like, we're going to find special needs kids that we want them to know this is their home. Kids who are struggling in different areas, like, you are welcome here. Like, it's a really cool thing, man. It seems to be taking on a life of its own. So from a professional perspective, that's where I'm at.
I love that, man. That's beautiful. And what you're doing is amazing. We have some friends close to us that have special needs children, and seeing the excitement when they get out and do those activities, it's amazing. It's all bigger than us. It's all bigger than us. So it's God's plan, and you're following his path. I love it. Beautiful. What can people do to help out with that? Is there anything they can do to help donate, support?
Definitely.
You got anything they can do?
Absolutely. You can donate to Fearless Track Club. You'll know where every dollar is going. It's actually called Fearless Track Club Foundation now. It's like a real thing. And we have a board of directors, and we're having like all of these things, like beautiful minds coming in that are helping us figure that and navigate these uncharted waters of like grants and figuring out how to really make as much impact, because having like real coaches is not cheap. Right. Like really creating a special organization that's never been done before. It's not free. Like, I threw over $25,000 at it this year. And it's just like, knowing that I may not get $1 back. And I didn't. Actually lost a lot. But I know at the end of the day, as we scale this thing up, God will provide. So if anybody wants to get involved, they definitely message me or let me know. We figure it out together as we go through this uncharted waters, man.
Yeah. I love that about you. This isn't about money for you. This is about heart. This is about the right path. Money probably wasn't even a thought in your mind. It was just like, oh, just write the check, type thing when you go into this adventure.
It'd be so much easier to not do this. Honestly, the level of stress, me, and you remember, you see how hard I work to make Gutter Summit a home run. It's like, I take on that same level of stress for this thing. And it's just, again, I see the kids running, smiling. I'm like, you know what? This is what it's all about.
Amen, brother. Love
yes,
it.
Sir.
John, do me a favor. Put your hand up. I want to give a high five right there on that side, right there. No, you got to go.
No, you're on the other side.
Yeah, you ready? You ready? Nope. Oh, other side.
Bro, our screens are back.
So now you're on my side.
All right.
Oh, wait. We'll try it. Ready? High five. 1, 2, 3.
Got it.
I don't know if that worked out.
No, it didn't, because our screens I'm hitting you in the side of the head from the way it looks.
We'll just do it straight on. How about that? All right, we'll do one of these. There we go. Anyway, we'll let everybody go. So if you want to come out and see John, I want to thank everybody first. Our sponsors, Mr. Pipeline, most importantly, Action Lighting, S4, Tough Clips, Tencel CRM, Gordian Staffing, Holiday Home Concepts, Lightorama, Big Star Lights, St. Nick's Holiday Lighting, Holiday Dynamics, landscape lighting secrets, and there's more to come. People are knocking on the doors, to come to this event, to come out and see people like Jon to talk, and we're excited about it. So join us if you can, August 19th and 20th at the Gaylord Opryland in Nashville, Tennessee. Beautiful place, beautiful resort. We've all been there. If you go there, you will get lost, but it's a good lost. You walk around, you're like, I don't know where I am, but this is a pretty cool area. So come on out and join us. Jon, once again, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you have to bring to everybody. This is amazing.
I'm excited, man. I'm so excited, guys.
God bless you.
CLIPA Con.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Jon. Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother.